The Woodwall Court certainly threw our teams a curveball in round 3, but now they are back to take a crack at it again in round 4. Hello everybody and welcome back to Marble Skirmishers. We are now starting to get into this competition, and the Pepper Poets are the only team remaining who have won all of their past games. The Harmonic the only other team to be undefeated. Looking at the fixtures for today, some interesting ones there, particularly Orient Aces against Harmonic Ionics and Steelworkers versus Pepper Poets as your big hitting teams facing each other. But neither of them will be starting us off as we begin with the Weather Warriors and the Huntsman Host. Both these teams have been doing all right so far, but it remains to be seen how they will do against each other. Down they come, they collide, and that's going to be a victory for the Huntsman Host. Weather Warriors didn't do amazingly there.
I believe they pulled off a draw in their last match while the Huntsman Host lost on the Woodwall Court, but
Huntsman Host are back here with a 2-4 victory over the Weather Warriors. A nice job there for that team to take the win. Now then, two strong teams here. The Orient Aces and the Harmonic Ionics. Harmonic Ionics still undefeated after 3 matches. Orient Aces with 1 loss last round. Will that be matched again? Harmonic Ionics do manage to hold the win here. That is a close match between these two teams. You saw 3 Harmonic Ionics got launched to the back there. Those all 3 could have been knocked off, but they managed to survive. Only 1 Orient Ace left on the board compared to the 2 Harmonic Ionics. And so the red team will take the win 3-4 over the yellow one. Round 3 here. Vampire Venators and the Mad Hatters. Mad Hatters have lost every game so far. Vampire Venators have won 1 and lost 2. Neither of these teams doing particularly well. Can either of them get a win here? Down they come! And no, they cannot. That looks like it's going to be a draw between these two teams. Not a crazy match there. Both teams did fairly solidly, not amazing formations. Managed to knock off more than half of each other's marbles, but not enough to take a win against for either of them, so that will be a draw. And the last match of the first half of this round, we have match 4 with the Wizard Wreath and the Rainbow Lorikeets. 2 green teams here. Wizard Wreath still looking for their first win, but we're not going to do alright so far. Down they come, but the Wizard Wreath are going to take that. A nice job there by the team on the left to take their first victory, doing very well against the Rainbow Lorikeets. A strong formation. The Rainbow Lorikeets having a not very strong one there. And the Wizard Wreath are going to get their first win of the tournament, finally getting points on the board. That does us for the first half of round 4, taking a look at the first 4 matches there. Huntsman Host won, Harmonic Ionics won, Vampire Venators managed drew, and the Wizard Wreath took down the Rainbow Lorikeets. Nothing too out of the ordinary. Sparkling Sapphires are up against the Porcelain Pirates for match 5. Both these teams doing solidly so far. How will they do in this last match? Down they come, and it looks like it's going to be a draw. Another draw for the Woodwall Court, seeing quite a few more draws than the original Collision Court, I mean. Again, fairly close, but that Porcelain Pirate just barely managing to survive. Sparkling Sapphires also doing so. We need to keep 2 marbles on there, and that's another draw. 3-3 is the final score. Now then, our second big match for the day. Steelworkers up against Pepper Poets. Will the Pepper Poets be able to keep their streak going, or will the Steelworkers manage to blow through them as they've been doing so far? Down they come, and that's going to be a Steelworkers victory. Pepper Poets, they didn't do badly there, but the Steelworkers, look at this. Pepper Poets actually had a bad formation. I don't know what I said about them doing all right here. Steelworkers blow through them like they did their last 2 matches and take a 3-2 victory here. It was still close, but the Steelworkers took them down. Tree Troop up against Monkey Mania for the penultimate match of this round on the Woodwall Court. Monkey Mania have not been doing well. Tree Troop have been. Will that be shown here? Down they come. And the Tree Troop have absolutely annihilated the Monkey Mania. That is not even close. Not a single Tree Troop marble has been knocked off. Meanwhile, Monkey Mania have lost more than half of their team. A 3-0 victory is going to be sealed there for the team in green. My goodness, Monkey Mania just not been doing well in this tournament, and Tree Troop demolished them. Last match of the day, it's the Disco Deities up against the Firefly Frenzy. Firefly Frenzy have been the better team so far. The Disco Deities have got a win on the Woodwall Court. How will they do against each other? Down they come! And the Firefly Frenzy are going to have the only marble left on the board. A close match to be sure. Disco Deities trying a staggered formation, but it didn't really work out compared to the Firefly Frenzy's kind of just straight line they had. And it's going to be close, but a 5-4 victory sealed it for the Firefly Frenzy to take the last win of the day. Some quite interesting matches here, looking at the last half there. Sparkling Saboteur, of course, the Pirates. Steelworkers managed to break the Pepper Poets streak. Trade Troop, a demolition of the Monkey Mania, and Firefly Frenzy, a high-scoring match against the Disco Deities, managing to get the win there. As for the standings, the Harmonic Ionics are the only remaining undefeated team and are on 10 points. There are 5 teams behind them on 9. Meanwhile, every team now has at least 1 point, but the Mad Hatters and Monkey Mania are the only 2 remaining without a win. Woodwall Court certainly provides us with some interesting matches, but next up we will have the Cloth Court, and that will certainly throw a very unique challenge at our teams. So I will see you then.